The headlines: Federal government organizes job fair for ex-corps members. NYSC Director General commends corps members on Ondo election. Coordinator applauds corps members' impact on sports. Good evening and welcome to the NYSC News Bulletin. My name is Yunus Baba. Now the news in full. In its effort to enhance job exchange processes among youth, the National Youth Service Corps and the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment has organized a job fair for ex-corps members. Tagged National Electronic Labor Exchange, NELEX 2024, the job fair was held at Lagos NYSC Orientation Camp, Yana Ipaja. The event involved practical sessions where the ex-corps members network with professionals and representatives of reputable organizations for recruitment. The organizations include Dangote Groups, 7-Up Bottling Company PLC, Nestle Foods Nigeria, Cadbury Nigeria, Promasido Nigeria Limited, Gigi Nigeria, Ascentech Services Limited, Friesland Company, among others. During the networking, the ex-corps members had practicals on interview skills, learned about different organizations and industries, which will give them deeper understanding and appreciation for careers available to them. The Lagos State NYSC coordinator, represented by the head of Said, Mrs. Nweke Stella, stressed that the job fair creates opportunities for the ex-corps members to gain practical experience and insight into the job market and provide them a solid foundation for future careers. The Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Y.D. Ahmed, has commended members of the service corps that participated in the governorship election in Ondo State. The Director General gave the commendation while monitoring the election across the state alongside other management personnel of the scheme that were spread across the 18 local government areas. The NYSC boss, who was represented by the Director, Corps Welfare and Health Services, Mr. Omotadi Ayodele Florencio Benjamin, stated that the zeal exhibited by the corps members showed that there is still hope for the country. Mr. Omotadi, who covered both Akure and Ondo zones and visited several wards and polling units, admitted that he was fulfilled as the corps members did not disappoint management and that he will leave the state with fond memories of the gallant performance of the corps members. The Director General disclosed that all members of the service corps engaged in the exercise did not compromise the integrity of the election and the reputation of the National Youth Service Corps, thus solidifying the synergy already in place between the scheme and the independent National Electoral Commission. In a similar development, female corps members, tech professionals, and other tech enthusiasts gathered at the Women in Tech Summit held at Bimbila Hotel and Resort, Asaba, Delta State. With the theme, Empowering Women in Africa Through Digital Transformation, Fostering Innovation Through Diversity, the summit was convened by Ms. Cynthia Oripe, founder of Corrupt Tech Solutions Limited. Our correspondent from Delta State has more.
It was a beehive of activities at the Vic Milan Hotel and Resort here in Asaba, where the Women in Tech Summit is making waves. This year's theme, Empowering Women in Africa Through Digital Transformation, highlights innovations through diversity. with over 500 participants in attendance. The summit, convened by Ms. Cynthia Orife of Corriftech Solutions, showcased insightful sections. Ms. Onome Dibe Akwara emphasized the role of diversity in driving innovation, while Ms. Chigem Hajia spoke about enhancing employability through digital literacy. One notable highlight was a practical section by Mr. Bruce Lucas on digital transformation strategies, urging participants to adopt tech-driven mindsets. There were also discussions on using technology for community impact, led by Mr. Emeka Adibeli. Adding excitement to the event, the Women in Tech Grant competition awarded 100,000 naira each to 5 winners and a laptop to another fueling innovation among participants.
Targeted to address youth unemployment challenges in the Niger Delta by equipping young persons, unemployed persons, especially women and persons with disabilities in the Niger Delta region with skills that are needed to thrive in today's digital economy. Now, I mentioned earlier about gender equality and social inclusion approach. Now, through this approach, we ensure that all groups, women, men, persons with disabilities, all equally benefit from our initiatives.
Ms. Cynthia Orife described the summit as a testament to the transformative potential of women in Africa, vying to continue building a supportive tech community. From Asaba, Delta State, I am Owa Philip reporting for NYSC Radio and TV News.
She is not just a psychologist, she is also a shoe maker. She was trained as a medical doctor, but now she makes beats too. He studied law, and now he is a fashion designer. This one has gotten a new skill: makeover. He came into this camp a biologist. Now he is also a caterer. Saeed, skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development, helps you discover a new lease of life. What are you still waiting for? Get up and acquire a new skill now.
Welcome back. River State NYSC Coordinator, Mr. Moses Olege, has held Sports Community Development Service Group for staging a very exciting, interesting and memorable soccer championship amongst secondary schools in Obio, Apo and Port Harcourt City, tagged Port Harcourt City Soccer Championship 2024. The championship, which held at Yakubu Gowon Stadium, Elakahia, Port Harcourt, saw secondary schools in the 2 local government areas compete for the top prize. Speaking during the finals, the NYSC coordinator, Mr. Moses Olege, represented by the local government inspector, Palga Barista Sandra Ekeke, commended the corps members for the positive impact their initiative has made on the lives of the students who took part in the competition. He also praised them for using the avenue of their group CDS to deepen the relevance of the scheme in the eyes and hearts of the people of the state. He called on critical stakeholders in football industry to continue to nurture the budding talents discovered in the championship and help them to attain stardom. Speaking further, he appealed for support of well-meaning citizens to the NYSC towards successful implementation of its program and activities, especially in the area of embarking and execution of viable community development service projects. Olege described CDS as the bedrock of the NYSC and mirror through which Nigerians see the relevance of the scheme. In the final match between Community Secondary School Rumo Domaya and Community Secondary School Mpolu, it ended 2-0 in favor of CSS Rumodumaya. The school was presented with the Golden Trophy and a mouth-watering cash prize. The first and second runner-up schools, most valuable player, highest goal scorer, and best goalkeeper were also presented with prizes and cash gifts. Highlights of the event was the presentation of award of excellence to the NYSC State Coordinator for being a dependable and passionate lover of sports development. Equally, the sponsors of the championship, the Nigerian Army, Shell Football Club, and Lions International were also recognized with award of excellence. The matron of Ibadan Motherless Home in Oyo State, Mrs. Justina Oke, has commended members of the editorial CDS group for their contributions and love for the needy. She gave the commendation when members of the NYSC Editorial Community Development Service group visited occupants of Ibadan Motherless Babies Home and donated food items, clothes, and toiletries. The CDS schedule officer, Mrs. Abimbola Fani, who led the co-members to the home, lauded the good work of the motherless home in taking care of the children. Also speaking, the president of the Editorial Community Development Service Group, Temitope Bamiboy, said the current gesture to the babies is to support them at their tender age. He assured of continuous contributions of the Editorial Special CDS Group towards the well-being of the occupants. That is it on NYSC Television for today, but before we go, a recap of the headlines. Federal government organizes job fair for ex-co members. NYSC Director General commends co-members on Ondo election. On behalf of the production crew, thank you for watching, and please stay tuned to NYSC TV and radio stations for more information. Good morning. I see you.